at the New York Harbor School, the way that we select our broodstock is we first for oysters that have those different qualities that we prefer in our system. So the different qualities we look for are the condition of the shell and how big they are, and also like the survival rate, like also how long, also the type of environment that they can survive in. So like the oysters that we have in our system are from Fisher's Island and with a mix of oysters from New York Harbor.
This is our broodstock conditioning tank. These oysters that are in here are from Fisher's Island. And we can tell this from the black patches that they have on them. It's a distinction from other oysters that come inside of our system. This tank allows the development of oysters both in size and how old they are. These oysters in here are the oldest inside of our system. By having the right amount of water temperature and the right amount of food that they have, allows the oysters to develop gametes, which are sex cells, allowing them to reproduce. We want this to happen because we're working on a project for the oyster restoration, which will further on in the future allow our water out in the harbors in different areas all over to become cleaner over time. The feeding system that works for the oysters is this bucket right here. As you can see, oysters are fed algae, also known as Tetrasalmus. These are photosynthetic unicellular protists. Oysters feed on this, allowing them to develop. And this bucket right here, and this dripping system allows the controlling of the amount of food that they eat and the growth of them as well.
Change the water of the tank by draining the water out, turning the pipe around, allowing the water to come out. We lower the water a little above the oysters to see if they are growing and if they're well fed. And the presence of noodle feces is good because that means that they're being fed well. And it also means that they're happy and there's enough water, there's enough food in the tank. And after we lower the water a little above the oysters, then we take out the oysters out and we drain all the water out, and we rinse the oysters and the tank, and then we fill it back up and then we place the oysters back in.
This is our temperature controller for the broodstock conditioning tank. What our plan and goal is to set the temperature at a higher temperature, because by doing this will allow us to control the amount of time it takes for an oyster to reproduce. We're doing this also to affect our oyster restoration project. The more oysters we have, the better chance we have of spreading them all over the harbor and allowing them to put to the water, which is something that they do. But in order to change the temperature and allow them to reproduce, this is how we do it. We press our set button. We want it to be at Celsius. Press set again. It says 22. We want the temperature to be higher. Therefore we go up, 23, 24, 25. And after that we press set. Now what will happen over a period of time, the water will change to this temperature, and then as we go along with our oyster restoration project, we'll continue to increase the temperature, allowing them to reproduce faster.